Hey, good morning, everybody. Blessed Tuesday, right? We're off, got the week off. We're on day 2 this week, so we're getting on through it. Hey, listen, we've had a really hot summer, right? I mean, what we got up over 100 for a while there. Did you ever really notice what a difference shade can make? I mean, seriously. So I have this huge pecan tree in my backyard, and when I'm working out in the yard and I get really hot, I have a rocking chair, an old wooden rocking chair that I have sitting underneath that pecan tree. And I'll just go and I'll just sit under that pecan tree. And it really makes a difference that just the sun is still there, right? The sun is still beaming, but that tree just blocks out that sun. There's definitely a temperature difference underneath that shade tree. And it's just a place where I can sit and drink some cold water and get refreshed a little bit. I want to share with you, I want to connect that to a verse that I want to share with you. Now, the verse is from Song of Solomon, chapter 2. And the verse is actually verse 3. I might read verses 3 and 4. But so, Song of Solomon is actually a poem, and it is a love poem. And I think at its root, it is a love poem between a man and a woman. And then the application becomes between God and Israel, and you could maybe even carry it a step further between God and us, which is kind of what I'm going to do. But um, the writer writes this. He says, like an apple tree among the trees of the woods, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down in his shade with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. And so, what the writer of this poem is saying here is saying, the one that I love, I sat down in his shade. I took comfort in him. I was able to find rest in him. I was able to find comfort from life in him, and his fruit was sweet to the taste. That I found nourishment. I not only found an escape from the beating sun of life, but I also found some nourishment. And it reminds me of the words that Jesus said in Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 and 29. I won't quote them exactly, but I'll give you the gist of it. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest." He said, "You can take my yoke upon you, learn from me." He says, "I'm meek and lowly at heart." And he said, "You will find rest for your souls." You see, life can start beating down on us. Life can be like 110 degrees sun on a hot day that we're working outside. And as we trudge and as we toil through life, the sun just saps us, and the things of life, the things that happen in life, just become hard labor, and they sap us and they drain us. But our God is like a big tree, and we can find an escape from the sun under his shade, and we can find nourishment through the fruit that he provides. The sun is still there, life is still there, the hardships of life are still going to be there, but in Christ we find this place of refuge. We find this place where the sun doesn't beat on us as hard as it can, and the things of life just don't affect us the way that they probably could. We find a refuge under the shade of God, and we find a nourishing and a strengthening through the fruit that he gives. So like an apple tree among the trees of the woods, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down in his shade with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. Sit down in God's shade. Come to him, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and he will give you rest. Take his yoke upon you and learn of him. He's meek and lowly at heart. And you know what? You'll find rest for your souls. Let God be your shade from the burdens and the hardships of life. God bless you guys. Get out there and faith the rest of this week. Faith today. Love you. Bye.